Hello, I'm Clint from Clint's Permaculture Garden. I want to show you a quick way. Now, the reason I'm growing this asparagus, one, I've never seen it in pots, but I'm gonna see if I can market it that way. That's not what this asparagus is for. If you're looking for ways to save money and get stuff on the cheap, which in permaculture that seems to be the mantra most of the time, at Tractor Supply about 3 weeks ago they had a sale of 69 cents and 99 cents on the old asparagus roots. And I mean, and there were 6 to 8 in a bundle in there, and I didn't know if they would live. I didn't know anything, so I probably dropped $12, and half of them didn't come up. I just potted the roots in soil and watered them, and I was just more curious than anything else if they would come up. Apparently I'm not the only one that has done this, because when I went over to different Tractor Supplies over in Chattanooga and places, that they've already been stripped, and one of the ladies there told me that somebody came in and was trying to find them in the back and everywhere else. So obviously the roots of asparagus is a lot stronger, even though they look dead, than you would think so. But in each one of these pots there's actually 6 different asparagus plants. Now I'm growing these for restaurant business, for chefs. So the reason I took the chance on them was not so much for a backyard nursery, for example, but now, I mean, I've got like, 12 cents a piece in an asparagus plant that I can put in beds that I'm preparing now for the chefs over in Chattanooga, because the chefs want locally grown, no chemicals. They want everything that goes with what they're doing in their restaurants right now. And I've never really done the restaurant type selling for produce, to be honest with you. But the restaurants do a very neat thing for branding. If you're thinking about your business, branding your own self. When these particular restaurants come to the table, they'll go, okay, the shiitake mushrooms are coming from X, Y, and Z farm. And like we have a trout farmer here in the valley. All of the trout that you're eating tonight is coming from Pickett's Farms, which is here in Sequatchie Valley. And they tell you every single one. So I'm sitting there and I've been to the restaurant because my brother-in-law actually runs it, and I'm hearing them go down the list. So every person that goes in there is hearing the name of this farm. Now I really don't want to be known as a farm, because that's not the way that I want to brand what I'm doing. But if every single person goes in the springtime and they hear Clint's Permaculture Garden, Clint's Permaculture Garden, Clint's Permaculture Garden, when they're getting this and they're eating Jerusalem artichokes and sorrel and basil and some other stuff that I've been talking to them about growing for them, they hear that over and over again in the local area, which is what I'm concerned with. I'm not so concerned about that being well known in California. I want to be well known here so I can sell locally here. Even with me putting the asparagus in, because I'm going to have a lot more asparagus than this for what they're wanting me to do. I'm going to make money off the asparagus. It's a perennial plant that I don't have to replant. It's going to come back for years and years. So the energy I put into it, I get to harvest on for about the next 12, 15 years, which is really good money. But it's helping me brand my business by the way that those restaurants do that. Now, if another restaurant was not going to do that, even though I might make some money selling asparagus, to be honest, I probably wouldn't even be interested. I'm more interested in the business part of it than I am just the sales at that time. But one thing this did teach me from just seeing if it'll grow, if I went around as soon as that sale happened and I could spend, I don't know, $100 and get 6 in each one of these pots, because it's 6 times 5. There's 30 asparagus plants right here, and I individually pot them, and they're selling rosemary and mint and basil at any Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's for, the price is crazy. It's like $3.40 a piece. I bet I could get an asparagus plant sold too. So I would have 19 cents plus the pot plus the soil, and I could sell it either retail or wholesale and sell someone an asparagus plant, and the profit on that is so high it's actually hard to come up with as far as the number goes. But that's the way an entrepreneur looks at the world as he goes about. He sees opportunity, he's looking at ways to brand his business. If it's going to be local, you want to brand it local. you're looking at ways you can save money, and then you're looking at ways that you can hustle with your energy to maybe expand that profit model in many different areas, like I'm doing with the asparagus.